beautiful souls. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Welcome back if you're returning. This is Sherry Mosley, and we're doing our check-in here for this powerful full moon of August 8th and 9th. And this full moon is at 12:54 a.m. on the 9th. So technically late at night on the 8th here on the Pacific coast. And I already did the extended transmission for a couple of reasons. I originally was guided to do the Shasta retreat starting on August 8th. And I was told that the timing of that event was for the full moon and more or less the powerful evolutionary advanced encoding and deeper understanding of self that this moon is opening a gateway portal to. And I asked about Lionsgate and they said, no, it's not Lionsgate. It is the full moon itself. I don't think astrologically that there is a full Lionsgate astrological alignment this time. I know a lot of people celebrate that, but to my understanding, it is just this full moon. And it is a full moon in Aquarius, and we are now in Pluto in Aquarius. So my sense is that it is, you could say, it's just a portal into the new 20-year era that is unfolding here in 2025, which is why we are seeing so much change. And some people can see that as chaos or volatility being flushed up, but this is just a clearing out process to get us into a more aligned space for what is presenting. And the other thing I will say is that during Pluto in Capricorn, I was guided to go to Mount Shasta every year to do our annual Ascension Akashic Enlightenment retreat. And last year, I was told that I wouldn't be coming back there and that I'd be going to the Encinitas Vortex in 2025 in September. And at that time, I didn't know that the eclipse season was beginning on September 7th of 2025. So as of last year, there's just a whole plan already in place. I mean, there's always already a divine plan in place that we are becoming aware of. But I don't usually get guidance this far in advance, a year in advance. And last year I did. They showed that I wasn't doing the regular Mount Shasta retreat. And I was going to do this ascension and multidimensional connection retreat in Encinitas. So I am doing that. We are going on September 7th. And the Shasta retreat, it just came up during the eclipse season in March, more as a special event connecting to the Galactic Council of 12, who I also have not worked with before. And now when I did the extended transmission, it started to connect to Mount Shasta because we are doing the event virtually on the 8th and connecting to the mountain and the Galactic Council of 12 and bringing in this new frequency. And during the extended transmission, it felt like something I had never experienced before. So the energies are definitely changing with this full moon, or this full moon cycle is giving us a powerful preview of the next 2 decades of Pluto and Aquarius. And I know that, a lot of people have felt a lot of things different this year and how the energy is unfolding. So it is just a very potent period this full moon and the week following it, right, until we get to the new moon. So it's just a very different cycle and energy frequency that we are coming into that will be more gestated, I guess the word would be, by the time... Whoa. Let me get a drink of water here. There we go. By the time we get to the winter, and some people are calling this a bifurcation. We've been talking about this, those of us on this path, for quite some time. And my sense is that, the bifurcation is more or less these waves of higher consciousness, higher light availability, meaning that it will come back. It's just a matter of if you are ready, and if you aren't ready when it shows up, the time period of it coming back to you is getting shorter and shorter. And that's more or less what I think and feel people calling the bifurcation, a split, right? Where there's those who are accepting when the frequency comes to allow you to grow evolutionarily on a soul level, coming into a higher consciousness and higher frequency. And then at other times, there is a sense of wanting to say, well, not yet. I still have some fears about such and such and such and such, and I'm going to go sort that out before I say a bigger yes to this greater shift. And while in, you could say, material reality, that may split up relationships, it may cause living situations, it may cause job changes. You're really just shifting to be surrounded more around the consciousness that you are choosing. And if the greater portion of that is due to subconscious or unconscious awareness, then what you are choosing will mirror that or show that back to you until you transcend it, and then you'll be ready when the next wave comes through saying, hey, are you ready to take a leap into a higher frequency? And so that is how it, quote unquote, causes a split or a bifurcation, right? And this happens actually a lot, on an individual level. This is why we move or leave jobs or relationships end, right? There is a consciousness disagreement, right? The frequencies don't match anymore. And that can be for many different reasons, which I won't have time to get into here. That's more or less the entire practice of Akashic Enlightenment and all consciousness work. But right now is the leap. So my sense is that this full moon has an undertone of maybe peace and kind of a chill month. But then on the higher frequency level, there's a lot going on. There's acceleration. Time is sped up this month. There is new opportunities, new building, or, maybe if you even started that in July, it's just opening more and more now in August with this full moon cycle. So there may be kind of two things going on at once this month, where there's just a very chill vibe, and that's, you could say, is the general energy, and then there is the kind of ascension higher frequencies, which are quite busy. And my sense is that they are preparing for winter. And winter and then next spring will show kind of the choices that were made now and during eclipse season. So it's important to get these full moons because they bring us into this higher consciousness so that we can see things from that higher level and make conscious higher choices based off of that raising in consciousness. So I like to use a vertical example where if you are looking out over a landscape, you can only see so much from that perspective. But if you climb up to the top of the mountain, more or less leveling up, then you're able to see things from a whole other perspective and make a much different decision or choice of your path. Okay? And so that's what these moons like this one are representing, this portal, this gateway. Right? It's allowing you to have that opportunity to understand everything, get a glimpse of it from a higher level. You may even get like clairvoyant snapshots or have dreams or signs or symbols or synchronicities, things that are pointing you into the correct direction, or I should say the highest direction, highest aligned. It's not really about right or wrong. It's about whether it's highest aligned or if there is still a lot of unconsciousness or ego-based patterns and ways of doing things mixed into how you are, you could say, living in this reality. All right. So now with all of that said, let's go ahead and connect in to the full moon energies. And this one seems to be coming in pretty suddenly, so I'm not surprised either. So just get to a quiet place if you're not already. You can open your own Akashic Enlightenment. If you need to pause this and do that, you can. And again, just like I sensed with the other transmission, Archangel Michael, the Elohim, but also the Guardian Angelics, and also a connection to the Galactic Council of 12 and the Mount Shasta Vortex. Shokuara reke ana shake ana hanaku sheke kena na shokura ana shakana na ke atatroku shokuara ane ke ana shake ara naku hanake ana heneke eshe eke ana. So we're quickly just actually moving into this portal with the Guardian Angelics, Archangel Michael. There we go. I'm just bringing the frequency in. You may feel it more in the third eye space. I'm going to continue to come in. These frequencies come in much faster than I can speak the language. There we go. So it's a very high angelic as well as galactic connection coming in. It's a hybrid. This can also be seen as connecting to your ascended consciousness. And then the galactic being representing the all of all that is. I'm just allowing that to fully come in. And they're saying they are bringing in a new foundation for peace. Just a sense of a map coming in. This is an energetic map or grid coming in very quickly. It's very large, but it's coming in very condensed, and we'll unpack over time and activation through conscious action. There we go. This feels like it's starting to complete now. There we go. Now we're trying to come back to this dimensional space, allowing it to integrate, settle in. This came in pretty fast and quick. Again, linear time is not needed. We're dealing with frequency. There we go. Good. So just allowing that to settle in. And if you'd like, you can get the extended transmission on Patreon as a download, a single download, or sign up for the membership, whatever you feel called to. And if you need a personal session to help you kind of understand where your path is going, you can sign up for the personal Shamanic Akashic Enlightenment session. If you need more direct guidance, you can always open your own Akashic Enlightenment and ask for more specific guidance as well. Wonderful. Good, so now we're just fully settling back in here. Great. All right. Wonderful. So if you would like to, you can also sign up for the virtual Mount Shasta retreat, which will start on the 8th at 11 a.m. Pacific. Okay, you can go to sherrymoseley.com/events and sign up on the online portal. And we'll be doing that for the next 3 Fridays, so for this full moon cycle. Okay, and yeah, just enjoy this powerful, subtle, beautiful, yet powerful month that we are having. All right. Thank you so much for listening and joining. Sending you all so much love and light. I hope you're enjoying your journey, and we'll say goodbye for now.